So here we are taking a walk along the Paseo Maritimo. About 8 o'clock in the evening. It's a time that many of the Spanish families go for a walk and take in some of the sea air. We've got a mask on this evening. I'm not sure whether it's necessary as we're walking by the sea, but we'll wear it for a bit and see how it goes. So we'll turn the camera around and have a look at some of the views. So the main thing about coming along the Paseo is just to see the boats, and there are some beauties out there. Really nice looking boats. It's a nice one, Bavaria, all nicely polished. And a lot of these seem to be being used, so people have obviously flown out to their boats and they're going to be using them over the summer. I guess they're little sanctuaries, little places where they can be safe from this virus. One thing that's new this year is on the Paseo Maritimo, they've changed it from being 3 lanes down to 2 lanes so that they could incorporate another cycle track. So they're encouraging people to go on their bicycles or scooters or whatever other form of transport they've got on wheels. Walking along the front and looking at these boats, I often think of Paul. Always said he wanted a boat like that. I think it was always a dream. There's some beauties here.
I'm fishing.
Taking off the masks now. A few people haven't got masks, so taking ours off makes it a lot easier to breathe. Much more pleasant as you're walking along. And really fresh air. So you're doing some fishing. I was told actually when I got the Go Logo business, it says if your business isn't doing very well, it's time to go fishing. And you go fishing, that's where you get your food from. Keeps you living. This is the area where the party boats and the boats that take you on tours are usually moored. This one here is a party boat in front of us, and they've obviously lost all of their business for the season. Here's one of the boats where you go for a pleasure trip. Got the submarine vision underneath so you can see what's going on. I'm just looking out over there and I can see the magic boat actually coming back in. I thought all of their trips had been cancelled, but there you go. There's one that's been in. Hope they've not been partying too strongly. Oh, here's another one coming in. Not a lot of social distancing on that one.
How ridiculous.
Nice old boat. Doing some work on it. And next to that, the party boats, the magic party boats just coming in. A lot of people on board, at least they've got the masks on, so hopefully they've had a safe trip and none of them are going to come off wishing they've never been on that trip. They've had a good time. Another one coming in. Just coming up to the auditorium. Obviously advertising things, but I'm not sure that they're open at all yet. It'll be a while before they're allowed to have shows going. It's the Belvedere Hotel, and that looks to be pretty much shut up. Big hotel right on the front in Palma. So we learnt today that the German tour operators are withdrawing all of their clients from Mallorca, so that's really sounded the death knell for tourism for this year. Playa de Palma, which has quite a lot of Germans, will pretty much have to shut down. There's the Costa Azul Hotel, another one on the front in Palma, and it's all closed up. think they're open at all. They've tried the hardest to stay open, these hotels, but if there's no clients, they simply can't afford it, so they close. Well, usually we walk through the water, but there's usually no water there, but today it looks quite deep. So there are some stepping stones, but we're giving the stepping stones a bit of a miss today. And we're just going to go off onto the bridge. Just up here and look up there, we can just in the distance see the Namaste, which is an Indian restaurant. We go quite often with Monroe, Marcia, and then Barbara and John also quite often go there. So we're going to head back along the Paseo Maritimo in the opposite direction. So up on the hill we can see there's Belvedere Castle. So now the Paseo Maritimo has got two cycle lanes, one on the inside and one on the outside where the cars used to park. So this is some sort of a junction here we're coming up to, and the cyclists are supposed to go on this outside lane. I think maybe the idea is probably to give more space for the pedestrians to walk. We want to encourage people to get out and do some exercise. So this is an area just along here where there's quite a few restaurants, and the good news is they're open. So the Piccola, which is an Italian restaurant, quite often go to with the Masons, that's open. People sitting outside. Next to that you've got the little cafeteria called the Palma, that's open, and there's some other little bars there. And just further around we've got the Emilia Hotel, it's the Emilia Palma Marina, and that's all open. So people on the balcony there, got the towels over, yeah, so that's open, people staying there, well done. So we're just walking along the Paseo now. It's beginning to go a little bit dark, the sun's gone down, the lights are out. It's going to be quite pretty along here.